Good morning students. In today class we are going to continue importance of pH. Importance of pH in everyday life. Importance of pH in everyday life. As you know, in last class we had already discussed about the pH, what is pH and how pH is able to measure the acidic or basic nature of any object. So today we will find out how pH will be present in our surrounding, in animal sector or plant sector or non-living things also. So pH will affect us directly as well as indirectly also. So let us see how many type of things which are related to pH in our surrounding. First of all the animals and plants that you are observing in your surrounding, they have some kind of pH sensitivity or pH sensitiveness. How they are pH sensitive? Suppose any kind of animal or plant is surviving its life, so they have a range of pH, means that range it will be decide their life. हमारे जीवन की बात करें, हमारा जीवन भी एक पीएच रेंज पे काम करता है. हमारा पीएच रेंज जो है आपका 7 to 7.5 के बीच में होगा. उसी तरह से ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द एनिमल्स हैविंग द पीएच रेंज. So all animal and plants have pH sensation. All animals and plants have pH sensitivity. सभी एनिमल और प्लांट्स में पीएच का सेंसिटिवनेस होता है और वो एक पर्टिकुलर पीएच के रेंज पर ही लाइफ सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं. इसी तरह से आप पहले नोट कर लीजिए, इन ह्यूमन बीइंग, इन ह्यूमन पीएच रेंज 7 to 7.8. ये pH रेंज बेटर होता है. इट इज द बेटर pH रेंज फॉर ह्यूमन लाइफ सर्वाइवल. क्लियर? एंड डिफरेंट प्लांट्स हैव अ डिफरेंट pH रेंज. अनदर टॉपिक वेयर वी हैव टू स्टडी अबाउट द pH इन एग्रीकल्चर. pH इन एग्रीकल्चर और इन सॉइल. You know better, without agriculture or the utilization of soil, we cannot imagine our life. Most of the population, they have the common survival methods of agriculture. हमारा जो मैक्सिमम जनसंख्या है, पॉपुलेशन है, वो एग्रीकल्चर पर डिपेंड रहता है. एंड हाउ पीएच अफेक्ट द एग्रीकल्चर. एग्रीकल्चर ऑल्सो have the pH sensation, pH sensitiveness. Like suppose we are doing any kind of crop production where a particular pH range, किसी प्रकार का कोई हम लोग क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हैं और उस क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन का एक पर्टिकुलर पीएच रेंज है. मान लेते हैं उसका पीएच रेंज है 5 to 6 पीएच. वो उतने ही पीएच में उस प्लांट्स का ग्रोथ पर्टिकुलर प्रॉपर होता है. लेकिन किसी कारण से सपोज we are releasing some kind of garbages or the unwanted material in the field, and due to that garbage or unwanted material, that field's pH will decrease. उस कारण से उस pH उस फील्ड का, खेत का pH क्या हो जाता है? डाउन हो जाता है. तो क्या होगा? that range 5 to 6 of that particular crop, it will be decrease. उस क्रॉप को 5 से 6 के पीएच पे ग्रोथ होना था, लेकिन अब उसका पीएच क्या हो गया? 4 और 3 कम हो गया. In that cases that particular crop cannot be grown. their growth will be, or development of the crop will be stopped. So that also affect our agriculture as well as soil quality. Clear? So all the plants and crop products are also affected by the pH. Clear? Third point, एक चीज मैं बताना चाहूंगा, इस केस में what will be the solution, what will be the measures to maintain the pH of the soil. So suppose your soil will be acidic due to the some unwanted garbages or any other reason. So your pH can be maintained, the soil pH can be maintained due to after adding some kind of basic material. Suppose your soil will be acidic, you can add the base to the soil for the maintaining that particular pH. The common advice will be given by the agriculture department as well as the expert, those are dealing the field of the agriculture. Particular जो दुकान वाले होते हैं कृषि केंद्र, वो आपको बताएंगे कि इस कंडीशन में आपके सॉइल के पीएच को आप कैसे मेंटेन कर सकते हैं. क्लियर? मींस एसिडिक सॉइल होने पर, सपोज सॉइल इज एसिडिक, तो आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है एसिडिक मटेरियल को हम न्यूट्रलाइज कैसे कर सकते हैं. देन यू कैन ऐड बेस, सम काइंड ऑफ बेस. In this way your soil will be neutral. Your soil will be neutral. Clear? Means you have to apply the method neutralization. Clear? To maintain your soil. Another topic where we have to know what will be the pH of our stomach. Stomach means in human stomach there will be the particular pH range of the digestion process. You know that after eating the food material, different type of food material, it will goes to our stomach, and where the digestion process will be take place. Almost 50% digestion process will be done in our stomach, and that digestion process needs some acidic environment. अब देखिएगा थोड़ा सा डाइजेशन इन स्टमक. When food material reach to our stomach, our gastric glands in stomach, there will be some glands, ग्रंथियां पाई जाती है. उस ग्रंथि का नाम है गैस्ट्रिक glands. That glands will produce some kind of acid. That acid is called stomach produce secrete HCl acid. It is very low pH acid. You can say the concentrated HCl acid is the highest effective acid or lowest pH acid. हम लोगों ने लास्ट क्लास में देखा था इनका पीएच ऑलमोस्ट 1 के आसपास होता है. तो ये एसिड, दिस एसिड विल बी secreted from stomach in the gastric gland. That HCl will make the environment acidic. It will only help the digestion process. डाइजेशन के लिए हमारे स्टमक को क्या होना चाहिए? एसिडिक होना चाहिए. तो एसिडिक इन्वायरमेंट बनाने के लिए ये HCl प्रोड्यूस होता है गैस्ट्रिक ग्लैंड से. सो sometime this acid will be increased in an amount or in the quantity in our stomach, so it will cause acidity. आप लोगों ने वर्ड सुना होगा, you always hear about or listen about acidity. Some person is suffering from acidity. Acidity means excess of एसिड इन अवर स्टमक. हमारे स्टमक में जब एसिड की मात्रा बढ़ जाती है तो उसे एसिडिटी कहते हैं इन सिंपल वर्ड. सो दिस एसिड विल बी इंक्रीज्ड ड्यू टू द एक्सेस सेक्रेशन. सपोज इट विल एक्सेस secretion will cause acidity. ज्यादा सेक्रेशन HCl का क्या कॉज करता है? एसिडिटी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव लर्न स्टमक will do the digestion process with the effect of different type of enzyme or one acid. This acid will help to make acidic environment of our stomach. Suppose this acid will increase in amount or secretion will be excess. So in that cases we feel the person feel acidity. That acidity, sometimes that acidity it will be very dangerous, and you are feeling anxiety, or you are feeling that soreness in your all the body. You will also vomit. The person will vomit. तो ये सब लक्षण है एसिडिटी के. So how we will find the solution of acidity. जब भी एसिडिटी होता है आप you are using the ENO as well as some kind of the domestic methods, like you are taking the sugar as well as salt. So these are the some solutions, common solution, but the particular solution is to make this acidic environment of your stomach. हम लोगों ने इससे पहले भी देखा, सॉइल में एसिडिक एनवायरनमेंट हो जाने के कारण सॉइल एसिडिक हो गया था. उस एसिडिक एनवायरनमेंट को हम लोगों ने कैसे रेक्टिफाई किया था? वी एडेड बेस. सो इन दिस केस आल्सो यू कैन ऐड द बेस टू मेक दिस एसिडिक मोर एसिडिक एनवायरनमेंट टू न्यूट्रल. सो इन दिस केस यू हैव टू ऐड बेस. You have to plus add base to make it neutral. It means you have to eat some kind of edible base. अगर आपको एसिडिटी हो जाता है, suppose you are feeling acidity, so you can take बेस ले सकते हैं, किसी प्रकार का बेस जो खाया जा सके. So in that cases base will neutral the acid into a neutral material or like salt that we have already read. Acid base मिलकर neutral product यानी salt बनाते हैं, and salt will be the comfortable for our body. It will not cause any problem. Clear? So what will be the base? This base commonly it is used as a milk of magnesium hydroxide. If doctor is prescribing any kind of base, it will be the common milk of magnesium. Common name is milk of magnesium, which is given in your textbook, and chemical name is magnesium hydroxide. Clear? Milk of magnesium. And this category of drug, this category of medicine is called antacid. इसको हम एंटासिड भी बोलते हैं. एंटा एसिड, एंटी एसिड, एसिड का अपोजिट. एंड व्हाट विल बी द एसिड अपोजिट? बेस. क्लियर? सपोज इट विल बी आई थिंक क्लियर. एंड द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक in our importance of pH in everyday life, it will be the it is also related to our body, that is called tooth decay. दांतों का सड़ना. Tooth decay. Tooth decay. How a child or sometime it will also seen in a matured person also. Tooth decay. Tooth decay, दांत सड़ जाना. दांत कैसे सड़ जाते हैं? And in this concept also having the pH and how pH will affect to your tooth and cause tooth decay. So in tooth decay, first of all you have to know in our mouth having some kind of bacteria. Good bacteria, you can say good bacteria. They bacteria commonly survive inside your mouth and utilizing the vegetable food. Vegetable food is, it means that after eating food, some particles of food it will be left between your tooth or jaw inside the tongue. So bacteria surviving inside your mouth and utilizing the vegetable food and releasing some kind of acid. You can say that is lactic acid. Lactic acid, it will be the lower pH than 5. पहले आप समझ लीजिए pH ऑफ माउथ. मैंने बताया था कि हमारा जो लाइफ है वो ओवरऑल 7 to 7.8 में सरवाइव करता है पीएच में, लेकिन पर्टिकुलर बॉडी पार्ट्स का भी पीएच उतना अलग अलग होता है. स्टमक का बहुत लो होता है, माउथ का 5 to 5.5 के आसपास होता है. क्लियर? द पीएच ऑफ माउथ इट विल बी अप्रॉक्सीमेट 5 to 5.5. You can take it 5.5 pH. So in this pH range, your mouth's bacteria and mouth activity will run properly. Suppose sometime you are taking food material and not washing your mouth properly. In that cases, bacteria will be increased. Mouth bacteria secrete acid called lactic acid, which make pH of mouth lower than 5, lower than 5.5 pH. अगर बैक्टीरिया का एसिड सेक्रेशन ज़्यादा होता है लैक्टिक एसिड का, तो अगर पीएच 5.5 या 5 से नीचे हो जाता है किसी कारण, सो इन दैट केसेस योर टूथ विल स्टार्ट डिकम्पोज. उस व्यक्ति का दांत जो होगा वो डिकम्पोज होना शुरू हो जाएगा, सड़ना शुरू हो जाएगा. अब व्हाट विल बी द कंपोजिशन, एक चीज समझिएगा, टूथ इज ऑल्सो टाइप ऑफ केमिकल. इट इज कैल्शियम phosphate. It is a type of chemical, calcium phosphate. This calcium phosphate will start reacting with lactic acid in the case of lower pH below 5.5. So in that case, calcium phosphate will start corrosion. You had already studied in last chapter corrosion. Each and every chemical can affect the कोरोजन प्रोसेस. तो ये लैक्टिक एसिड ने इसको कोरोड कर दिया, डिकम्पोज कर दिया, सड़ाना शुरू कर दिया. कैल्शियम फास्फेट का कभी याद रखिएगा, इसका केमिकल फॉर्मूला भी यूज देता है. कैल्शियम हैविंग 2 प्लस, फास्फेट हैविंग 3. इन दिस केस Ca2 PO4 3. Sorry, it will be 3. In case of calcium phosphate, 4, 2, 3 and 2. Calcium phosphate having minus 3, it means 2 times minus 6, and it will be having the plus 2, 3 times plus 6. Calcium phosphate. Clear? So it will be the tooth decay. Sometime you will be asked that what will be the acid which cause the tooth decay. So you will simply write the lactic acid. What will be the chemical composition of the calcium tooth of a so in that case you have to write the calcium phosphate Ca3PO4 twice. What will be the pH of the mouth? 5.5. Lower the 5.5, it will start the tooth decay. Clear? Okay. Next point, self defense. Next point in this topic. इस टॉपिक में नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है आपका सेल्फ डिफेंस. You know that all animals having the survival methods. All the animals having the survival method in a particular environment on land. So they have to survive, and for the survival they have some kind of protection method, as well as they have to protect their life by some steps. Suppose scorpion or ant, sometimes you are getting the ant sting, so after that sting you will get the burning sensation. So these are the some kind of methods of the self defense by animal. In this point we will get the some example of the self defense. self defense समझिए पहले. self defense by plants and animals. Self defense and how it will related to the pH. So animals, those are doing their self defense by stinging, or sometimes they will also injecting some kind of chemicals. So that will also related to the pH. And how it will related to pH? Because they having the some kind of acid. Sting of the ant means they are injecting the some kind of acid. That acid is called methanoic acid, or you can say formic acid. अगर आपको आप लोगों ने अगर नाम सुना होगा, एंट का साइंटिफिक नेम फॉर्मिका से रिलेटेड होता है. फॉर्मिका इट मींस दैट दे हैव द फॉर्मिक एसिड. फॉर्मिक एसिड पहले हम लोग कुछ नाम लिख देते हैं यहाँ पे. एंड, बीज और नेटल ये प्लांट है. नेटल इज वन टाइप ऑफ हर्ब. दीज आर बोथ you can say insect category or animal category. So they all have formic acid. Formic acid also called methanoic acid. Formic acid also called methanoic acid. Formula of the methanoic acid HCOOH. So it will be very common. The animals, those are protecting their self by stinging or injecting some kind of chemicals. So it will be acid, and acid also related to pH. So that animals are totally supporting their life or doing self defense by the help of acid or pH. So this pH word is also related to the self defense by the some kind of plants and animal. और एक चीज और याद रखेंगे हम लोग, sometimes it will be also asked in the question paper that what will be the measures taken after the stinging of the bees or animal. So इनका measures क्या है? How we will take relief from that situation. ऐसे सिचुएशन पे हमको कैसे आराम मिल सकता है? So we can again use the base. Animals are injecting the acid. In that cases we have to neutralize that acid. So that acid will be neutralized by the base. Same formula. Acid injected in your body, you can use some kind of base. So you know that this process will make neutral product, means salt. Neutral product means salt, and salt will not cause any burning sensation or cannot affect our body or any process of our body. Clear? So इस केस में भी हमको क्या यूज करना चाहिए? आप simply you will see that in your particular home, suppose some kind of bees or sting ant will sting your skin. So in that cases you will use the soap, detergent, and soap detergent, they are the product of base. Okay? And sometimes we are rubbing the particular body parts, so it will be also a domestic method. Clear? In books in book you are having some task, activity 2.11 and activity table 2.3. So you must learn some kind of resources, natural resources of acid. So I will repeat it: vinegar, orange, tamarind, tomato. These are some basic and natural product present in our surrounding. They having the acidic acid, vinegar having acidic acid, orange having citric acid. जितने भी खट्टे फ्रूट्स होते हैं याद रखिएगा, orange, आंवला and lemon, they have the citric acid, and tamarind, tartaric acid, tomato, oxalic acid. खट्टा जो मिल्क है यानी कर्ड, they have lactic acid, lemon citric acid again, and having the methanoic acid, natal sting means anti sting and natal sting. natal एक याद रखिएगा, इसको थोड़ा सा मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाया. natal is a type of herb. It is a type of herb. एक herb टाइप का प्लांट है. It having the spiny और stingy leaf, कांटेदार लीफ होता है. Suppose we are touching that type of plant, so we will get the sting, and that sting will injure the which acid? Formic acid. So you will start, your body parts will start burning sensation. Clear? So natal is a herb and these are the animal category. Clear? So याद रखिएगा, the question will be the vary as per the situation. So you have to know some kind of resources of acid which are present in our surrounding, like vinegar, fruits material, and the vegetables like tomato. They are tomato having the oxalic acid. So these are the very common things that you have to know. Okay. Okay. Thank you. In next class we will study about the salt. Some common salt which are present in our surrounding and how they are useful for our day-to-day life. Okay, thank you.